I want to try something new and try to like minimize how much I curse because if you know me, I curse a lot. So I'm just gonna get it all out of the way right now before the video because this video is definitely gonna piss me off. So shit, balls. Is balls a curse word? Hi, I'm Reed and I'm the human equivalent to a Prius. Welcome to my channel. It is 1 a.m. for me right now. I really don't want to do this, but I'm the one who can't properly figure out a schedule to film, so. Before we continue on with this video, I'm just going to issue a trigger warning right here. Because, you know, if you're a decent human being or if you're someone who is autistic or neurodivergent, this video is going to be very upsetting. Alright, you've been warned. So let's just continue on. Sia, you know, you all know her, probably. She made that really stupidly catchy snowman song that's like kind of been on TikTok since like November. She always just looks like a desk lamp made of hair. That is all I know about her. Based off of what I told you, it's not gonna help her case with me tearing into her movie. What movie, you may ask? Oh, the movie titled Music. Written, directed, created, everything. Sia made it. Just Sia made it. Kind of ironic, considering, according to a lot of critics, it's been anything but a symphony. Is that funny? No? Okay. Music is a musical drama with a runtime of 1 hour and 47 minutes with a whopping 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. Honestly, they really could have gone lower, but that's just me. Music is about a woman named Zoo who struggles with like addiction, and she inherits the custody of her stepsister named Music, who is on the autistic spectrum, I believe more on the nonverbal side. Listen, I don't know who the was in charge of like naming these characters, but they all just sound like rejected Pokemon characters. And like Zoo just makes me think of Zuzu Pet, you know, the little hamsters on wheels. Was her mother also high when giving birth? Because that is like, I can't. Moving on. I just realized I cursed already. But, oh, damn it. Okay, just expect cursing from now on. As I mentioned before, the character Music is on the autistic spectrum, and she is played by a Maddie Ziegler. Ziegler? I don't know. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know who she was either. Apparently she was on the show Dance Moms, and I think JoJo Siwa was also on there. A show that I just don't know anything about. But by the looks of it, definitely looks like high-quality American television. As you can see, I totally did my research on the situation here. I mean, I did do my research. I just don't care. Fun fact about Maddie here. She's not autistic. So instead of hiring an actual autistic actor, they hired a neurotypical one who's essentially acting out a caricature of what autism is. If you don't know, that means very exaggerated and unrealistic. So, as I'm sure you could probably imagine, the autistic community did not handle this well. Now, some of you here might be thinking, Reed, why does it matter if the actor's autistic or not? Okay, let's think of it this way, right? So you know how, like, back in school, they would have assemblies and stuff for, like, people in certain careers and fields of work coming down and just, like, talking about it to everybody to try to, like, get them to pique interest in that field. Let's say, for example, you're supposed to be seeing a teacher who's going to talk about zoology. And the guy who shows up to talk about zoology is actually a plumber. He doesn't know shit about zoology, animals, nothing like that. Not a single damn thing. So he's just sitting up on stage. He doesn't know anything about it. Wouldn't you say that would be a poor representation of zoology if it wasn't taught by someone in that field? Hiring an actor with autism and them playing a character with autism, like, just makes things so much less complicated. Because for one, they have autism, so they know what it's like, and they can act it out properly and not offensively. Two, I guarantee you if that were to happen, there would be way less controversies here. And instead of Sia continuing with the actor that she had previously, again, went on with someone who's not autistic, and just performed a borderline, like, mockery of autism. I wouldn't even say borderline, like, frontline? Is that a thing? But then again, I guess it's a good thing that the original actor didn't go through with continuing the movie, because in the movie, spoiler alert here, for if you ever want to watch it for some godforsaken reason, music goes through a lot of shit. Like, there's clips that have surfaced online where she's being restrained while she's having an episode. I don't know how to properly call it, but you know what I mean? Where they're not treating her situation right as they should. I'm bad with words. It's 1 a.m. Please forgive me. And according to the previous actor that they had on before, she went through a lot of abuse during production. From what Sia said about the situation, the actor essentially said that the reason why they didn't want to continue was because everything was unpleasant and stressful. Also, along with that, Sia has stated, and I quote, "I realized it wasn't ableism. I mean, it is ableism, I guess, as well, but it's actually Neopathism because I can't do a project without her. And I don't want to. I wouldn't make it art." Fuck. Hold on. "I wouldn't make it art if it didn't include her." What does Neopathism mean? Oh, okay. So it means favoritism. Interesting choice of words there, Sia. So, you went with Maddie instead of the autistic actor because she was your favorite. Also, you've openly admitted that the action was ableist. Yet on the flip side, are wondering why people aren't handling your movie well. Okay, man, I mean, whatever you say. I'm pretty surprised that she managed to get people like Leslie Odom Jr. and Kate Hudson in this movie. Both are very talented people. I mean, Leslie Odom at least. I don't really know that much about Kate Hudson. So I could see how, like, the musical aspect of it could, like, pique their interest because, you know, people love theater shit. Look at how Hamilton went. But they had to have read the script, right? And just see how absolutely fucking absurd this entire thing is. Like, actually, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but in, like, the fucking opening scene of the movie, music is just in straight up blackface. I'm not making this up. Like, she's just... Hold on. Here's a clip. So, this movie is just offensive across the board. Let's see, ableism check. Racism. Did we get the racism in? Okay, thank you, Diane. Apparently, Maddie herself was very upset during the production of the film, stating that she didn't want to do a whole lot of scenes with Sia, and that she was under a contract with her at the time, which I think started around, like, age 14. For the movie, I think that's how old she was when, like, it was filmed. I mean, she's 18 now, so I could be totally fucking wrong with, like, the whole numbers thing. She was crying, it was a lot, and that's, like, a whole different discussion on its own on how the film industry is fucked up in that sort of arena. So let this be known that this is just one big criticism to Sia. The actors, we could worry about that later. But Sia is the one who literally created this entire fucking thing. Okay, so just to lighten things up, let's read the responses that she wrote to the backlash she had because they're honestly pretty funny. First tweet. Several autistic actors, myself included, responded to these tweets. We all said that we could have acted on it in short notice. These excuses are just that, excuses. The fact of the matter is that zero effort was made to include anyone who is actually autistic. And Sia responded with, "Maybe you're just a bad actor." I mean, sure, okay, let's just go with the fact that they're a bad actor and, you know, not just that you're a complete fucking dumbass. Another response to the same tweet that I read out earlier, Sia said, fucking bullshit. You have no fucking idea because you weren't there and haven't seen the movie. Okay, maybe this is just me here, right? But aren't trailers supposed to show, like, the good parts of the movie? Don't you think it's telling that this many people are upset with your trailer and it doesn't even have everything in it? Like, that's just like telling someone bad news, but just worse. Hey honey, we need to talk. Oh sure, babe. What's on your mind? So, I think I should tell you that I've been cheating on you. What? Oh my god, what the fuck? And I also ran over your dog when I pulled up in the driveway. You ran over my dog? It gets worse. Oh my god, this is the worst day of my life. You're a terrible person. Hey, that's fucking bullshit. You have no idea about the situation, so you weren't there to see it. Therefore, your opinion is invalid. Get the fuck out of my house. Third tweet. Did you do any research or consult the community at all? It's very condescending to say it would be cruel to consult a disabled actor. To which Sia replies, duh, I spent 3 fucking years researching. I think that's why I'm so fucking bummed. I don't know what kind of research you're doing, but if it involves Wikipedia and YouTube, you're doing it wrong. At least that's the amount of effort that I think you put in for this movie based on how much of a clusterfuck it is. If you claim to do all this research, right? So why didn't you know that Autism Speaks was bad? For 3 years, you're telling me for 3 years after relentless researching on autistic people, not one of them, or not even a single just article, said anything about Autism Speaks being bad. Like, you're telling me that you were just like, oh, like, I thought that they were good. Literally everybody says that they're bad. They're bad. Like, they do things that the autistic community does not support. And you're donating, supposedly, all of this money to Autism Speaks. Like, just ask any autistic person and they'll tell you that this is not what you should do. And then Sia just tweeted on Maine, grr, fuck. Why don't you watch my film before you judge it? Fury. I'm so sorry. Oh shit. This woman is 45 years old and she responds to criticism to just grr, fury. Why are you guys criticizing me? Rar XD uwu. I'm never gonna watch this movie. I don't want to give my money to Sia or Autism Speaks. Honestly, I don't even really want to watch this as a joke, just because it's not even like, it's not like a bad movie you could even laugh at. It's just bad. Moral of the story, shut the fuck up and listen to autistic people. If you do something a minority group finds to be offensive, maybe you should just, I don't know, stop doing it. Chances are you may never personally be affected by ableism if you in fact are able-bodied, but that also goes to say that those who are not able-bodied will 100% be affected by this. Disabled people do not get treated fairly in the US at all. According to this NPR article that was published September of 2020, disabled people on average earn $3 an hour. $3 an hour is barely livable, especially when you have to take into consideration the accommodations that these people may need. Fuck people, just listen to disabled people, listen to autistic people, listen to neurodivergent people. Just listen. It costs nothing. It's just human decency. Alright, that got fucking depressing. So until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe.